One of those sectors that's deep in the red this morning are the travel stocks. That's along, of course, with the entire market. This is coming just as the travel sector was showing some signs of recovery from Omicron. Joining us right now to talk more about all of this is Glenn Fogel. He's Booking Holdings CEO. Booking reporting strong earnings overnight that were driven by recovery in North America and Europe. Glenn, even before this news of the invasion of Ukraine, we did see your shares under some pressure. Again, you reported better than anticipated results, but I think it was some of the commentary you were given in terms of your expectations for this year that may have caused some concern with investors. That's just the idea that Omicron could pop up again at different points throughout 2022 and create pressure on bookings. Just travel bookings, people's willingness to travel internationally in particular. Now you've got this additional pressure from what's happening in Ukraine and the potential for war in Europe. How do you look at all of this, and how do you kind of plan out as a business what to do?
Well, thank you, Becky, for having me. And my first thought this morning, of course, is what's going on in the Ukraine. We have employees there in Kyiv. Obviously, we're doing what we need to do to take care of them. Obviously, we're also concerned about our customers who are in the Ukraine. And, of course, our partners, our supply partners, and what's happening. So that's the first of mind right now for me, is dealing with that situation. Of course, we also have to think about the future and what will this do in terms of travel. And I have to say this, this is tragic what's going on there, but I don't think it's going to impact a great deal of travel. People who want to travel in the U.S. are going to travel, and they will rightfully feel terrible about what's going on there, but they're still going to do their summer holidays. And same thing, I think, in Western Europe. I do believe that the person, let's say in the UK, who's planning to go to the south of Spain in the summer, they're going to do that. We are looking at numbers for the summer that are better than they were at this time in 2019. So there's a lot of pent-up demand that's coming through. As people think it's safer to travel, they're going to travel.
Glenn, I realize this is very early on in all of this, but when do you think you might see weakness if people were no longer willing to travel to Europe? What if they were rebooking for the United States? And what would the impact be? Because I do believe Booking has more exposure towards international. What is it, 80% of your bookings come in terms of international cross-border trips?
Well, it's actually about 50% historically. Obviously, it's been much further down than in the past because of the unfortunate issue of this pandemic and closure of international travel. One of the great things about our product is it's so flexible. So much of our hotel accommodations is totally flexible. So what we'll have is people, they bought these flexible accommodations that they can cancel at any time. So they're going to wait, I believe. People generally will wait because they're not sure, but they don't want to give up what they have right now, particularly in a very high inflation period. They're concerned if they have to rebook later, a few months later, it may be more expensive. I don't think we're going to see a big movement because of uncertainty for some time.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.